Wembley Stadium. It's the non-League Cup final there, the FA Challenge Trophy, and it's between Barnet and Stafford Rangers. As usual at Wembley, we have the pre-match preliminaries, and our commentator in the stadium yesterday, Gerald Sinstadt.
And now the presentation of the teams to Sir Stanley Rouse, the president of FIFA. Jimmy Lai, the Barnet club captain, introducing his players. And now Sir Stanley goes down the line of Stafford Rangers players, escorted by their skipper, Graham Chadwick. This Barnet side, chosen from a part-time staff of 14 professionals and 1 amateur, including 3 former Arsenal players. One of them in goal, Jack McClelland, who got 6 full caps for Northern Ireland, but never played here for his country. Gordon Ferry played 11 First Division games for Arsenal, and then moved on to Orient, had a spell also in America. And Jerry Ward still holds the record as the youngest ever first-team player for Arsenal. He turned out for them when he was 16, came here to play for England schoolboys 21 years ago. The Stafford Rangers side, pretty much as expected, just one slight surprise at left back. The average age of this side, only 25, and only one of the side, Jim Sargent, has not been on the books of a league club. Ray Williams, the leading scorer with 41 goals, hat-tricks in the quarter-final and semi-final, and another one here today would give him the club's scoring record, which has stood for 45 years. So it's Barnet kicking off, and very clearly showing us their tactical lineup with only 3 men forward, Powell, Flatt and Eason. And that was Flatt dispossessed by Williams. And this is Mike Cullerton, Stafford Rangers in the black and white stripes, Barnet in their old gold shirts, goalkeeper Jack McClelland. Flat under this, but a good header by Aston, and the foul given by the referee, Mr. Pat Partridge from Middlesbrough. Pat Partridge, who's taken a lot of big games lately. The 7 now is Powell for Barnet. 2 men in the middle, and a lot of defenders there for Stafford, but they were not very well organised. There'll be a lot of nerves in these opening minutes. This is a very big occasion for these men. And no flag for offside, although Rangers were streaming out trying to catch Barnet. As it happened, there was no danger. This throw in to be taken by Chadwick, the skipper. Goalkeeper Aleksik, Polish father and an English mother, born at Newcastle in Staffordshire. Friendly boos from the Barnet crowd. Got away by Lai. And this throw in to be taken by Jerry Jones, former Stoke City player. And now Powell for Barnet. Brought down by Clayton. Mr. Partridge making his intentions absolutely clear in the 2nd minute of the game. An important occasion, but one that's going to be played according to the laws. This is only the 3rd FA Trophy final. Previous winners were Macclesfield and Telford. A long one from Jimmy Lai, and it's still not clear. And the big boot eventually gets it away from Machin. Ferry can't keep it in. Is Jim Sargent. more than 350 games for Stafford. Pushed on by Bailey. This is Williams. Back again by Sargent. And now Chadwick. Good safe header by Embury. And now Williams nearly found room for himself there and has got a free kick because of handball by Ferry. But the play allowed to go on. I thought that Mr. Partridge had signalled it, but he waved it on in fact. The free kick given this time to Stafford Rangers. And plenty of support from them. The 130 odd mile journey, and a lot of their supporters have made it. Free kick taken by Chadwick. That's a good catch by McClellan. Foul for Barnet. Just two of his teammates in the Stafford half. 10 here is Easton. Machin sticking to his job. It's Barnet's ball. Eli, the skipper, to Easton. Plenty of men available to tackle for Stafford. Now Easton for Barnet. Powell. Got flat with him on his right. Ferry's interception. That's Dickie Plume. And a chase now by Terry Bailey. But he was never really in with a chance. Jenkins there first. The Wembley pitch is immaculate as ever. A pleasant afternoon. Fairly stiff breeze. Next week the Amateur Cup final. 3 weeks' time the FA Cup final here. This sense of continuity at this great stadium that makes it such a thrilling occasion for these players. Flat brought down comprehensively there. That was a stopwatch that Mr. Partridge got out of his pocket there. Aimed for Flat's head and he wasn't very tightly marked. He had time to control that. Cullerton. And he gets the throw in for Stafford. Tommy Coleman between the two players in tracksuits there, or the trainer and the substitute, the Barnet manager. And that's coming out to Powell. Well controlled, in fact, by Clayton. Just a little nod down that took the sting off the ball. He won't be very pleased with that. Powell with the throw. Pushed forward by Ward. Back along the line to Lai. Flag for offside. Stafford certainly not allowing themselves to be overawed into rushing themselves. Somewhat square Barnet defence, almost caught there by Williams, and he's still fighting. Good ball by Sargent. Aston's header. Sargent to Chadwick. Well taken on his chest by Bailey. Williams at the back of the box there, and he's got his header in. Ray Williams making the first real thrust at goal from either side. Didn't really test McClelland. That was a good interception by Machin, getting round his man. Ward penalised. This is Stan Aston. Well controlled by Jenkins. Flat giving it back. Put Jenkins into real trouble, and now this is Bailey. And that hit his own centre-forward, Williams. Dickie Plume for Barnet, the former Millwall player. Well kept in. No, it wasn't, in fact. Slipped over the line. Cullerton. No shirking of the tackles. Eason. Sargent for Stafford. Gordon Ferry in first, but couldn't control the ball. Cullerton with the throw in to Williams. Bailey going into the middle. Jones also at the back of the penalty area. But good covering by Embry. Ben Embry, big man there wearing 5, was a pro at Tottenham with his skipper at Barnet, Jimmy Lai. Five men in the middle for Stafford as this corner comes over. Too high for Aston, the deepest of them all. Powell. And that's one for Easton to chase. No danger for Clayton. And it's more and more Stafford who are coming forward. This is Jerry Jones. Cullerton trying to sneak in round the back of the defence there and is tripped. Williams, Bailey and Jones in the penalty area. Aston coming up. McClelland comes out to intercept. Now this is Jerry Jones being pulled back by Lai. Jerry Jones had a few games in the First Division with Stoke City. Just 3 men and 7 defenders. And still Stafford get the header. It was Cullerton's header. Quite a strong breeze assisting McClelland's kicks. Jerry Ward with the throw-in. Tried to put it into the path of Powell and has succeeded. And Powell now going for goal. A yard outside that trip. Certainly all the territorial advantage and the midfield dominance has been mostly with Stafford so far, but when Barnet have broken 2 or 3 times, Stafford have resorted to trips to stop them. Number 11 placing this is Dickie Plume. 4 men in the wall. And Alexic off his line. But the wall did its job. Only 20, this goalkeeper. Bloom. Interception by Clayton. Bloom's lob forward. Flat content to let it drop. There's too many men waiting for him. Jones now for Stafford. It was one that Embry needed to win. Ward playing it well for Lai. But a chance again for Stafford to break. This is Jerry Jones. Clayton outside him on his left, but he's going for goal. Not a very good shot from Jimmy Jones after he'd made a fairly determined break from just on the halfway line. That wasn't a good clearance from McClelland, but Barnet smuggled it away into touch. Chadwick with the throw to Bailey. It's good work by Bailey, but Ferry is sticking with him. He's still got the ball over though. Cullerton coming in. Give him the benefit of the doubt that he lifted his foot to go over McClelland, but Mr. Partridge decided that it was dangerous enough to give Barnet the free kick. Now Eason. King, intercepted well by Aston, who's having a good game, showing no sign of nerves at all, rock steady in the middle. Sargent, Plume for Barnet, and Sargent back in again. Williams in pursuit, Embry going out to cover him. Bailey has gone into the middle for Stafford. This is Cullerton. Good cross. Goalkeeper got his fingertips to it, but he didn't know a great deal more than that. Foul given for a little push on Flat. So the two real threats so far have both come from Stafford, but now let's see what Barnet can do from this free kick. Little rugby league move. Powell, Ward available for the square pass. Chapman. Williams with Sargent going forward. Bailey. Cullerton. Williams. Nice work by Williams. And he went for the lob and didn't make it. He was unlucky then. He really worked his way through very skillfully. Two little chips and meeting the ball as it dropped. He must have taken a knock as he forced his way through. Colin Flat, signed this season from one of Barnet's Southern League rivals, Romford. Played league football for Orient and Southend. So Ray Williams gets a big cheer as he trots back into place, restored by his trainer. Aston beaten in the air almost for the first time by Flat. Accidental handball. Easton. Ward. Sargent's interception. Headed away by Machin. Sargent again. Aston. Cullerton. And again they're playing the long ball for Williams. This is going to be a busy afternoon for Ben Embury. Dicky Plume. Foot very high there, but the advantage with Barnet, allowed to go on. Now Cullerton for Stafford. Bailey. This little boy Sargent wins a lot of balls in midfield. Jim Sargent started with a local amateur club, but has played all his professional football with Stafford Rangers, their longest serving player. Bailey, beaten to it by Plume. "20 minutes gone and no goals at Wembley between Barnet and Stafford Rangers in this FA Trophy final. That's too high. Jack McClelland, a very experienced and still very able goalkeeper, has saved 2 penalties in this competition. Jenkins with the throw. Flat coming back to meet it. This is King. Jenkins finding East. And for once Aston a little bit caught. Bailey pursuing this. McClelland wanting the pass back, but Terry thought he could do it and hasn't succeeded. Jones. Three men waiting for the cross. And that was Cullerton coming in at the back. Stafford have exploited this cross quite skillfully a couple of times before. The winger hitting the ball right across the box to find the other winger coming in behind the defence. Flat's header. Eason. Plume. Intercepted by Machin. Pushed on by Chapman to Williams. Now Bailey. And this is Jones. And Stafford really beginning to play some fluent football. Looking very much at home on this turf. Powell. Jones. Cullerton. Left free, but the shot eventually blocked. Clayton. Easton. Powell. This is a bit better by Barnet. Ward is on ahead for this pass. It's King rather. Sargent getting it out to Cullerton. Stafford playing basically with 4 men in midfield and winning the ball a lot there. Sargent has gone forward. This is Williams in possession to Sargent. Bailey was on his wrong foot. But they are getting round the flanks of this Barnet defence. Easton's ball, tried to play it inside the back, but Clayton was equal to it. So far, Alexic hasn't had a great deal to do. Cullerton. Jerry Ward. Pushed back by Machin. Bailey's header on for Williams. It was a real handful for Embry. No foul. Live for Barnet. Powell. Easton had 2 goes and a third. Jones. Aimed for Bailey. And a big boot from Ferry. Aston trying his trick of getting round the man to intercept the ball. That time penalised for a little push. Flat. Powell trying to claim that he was obstructed. Aston still feeling a knock in the face. Good interception by Ferry that time. King under this one. Beaten to it by Chapman. Now Ward for Barnet. Powell out on the right touchline. Just to Easton in the middle. Ferry's header. Chapman on for Stafford to Williams. Foul. And it looks as though he might have the legs of Clayton. Flat shot blocked. But Stafford for a moment off balance here. Plume. Pull back for Ward. And that's Barnet's first shot after 26 minutes from Jerry Ward. Joe Clayton for Stafford. Ferry's header. Cullerton. Jenkins at last finding someone to throw to. Sargent lofting it, Cullerton under it. Chadwick. It'll be a Stafford throw. Williams with Bailey and Jones in the middle, but cleared by Ferry. Sargent. Not accurate enough. Clayton to Jones. Lie looking through the middle for Flat. Penalised for backing into Sargent. Williams. Ferry doing a good covering job for Barnet in the middle of that back four. Ferry with the beard. The man who's beside him wearing the 5 shirt is Ben Embry, who is really being tested by Ray Williams, who certainly doesn't belie his reputation. Aston's header. Plume. Powell. Ward back to him. That was a nicely judged pass. And Powell does look as though he's got the speed to trouble this Stafford defence. So far their covering has been good enough. But when Clayton gets lured upfield, he doesn't always seem to have the steam to get back quickly. Powell. Well, that was put away for a corner by Aston. Powell played a very good cross there. Boy, who was signed from Stevenage in 1968. So this is Barnet's first corner, taken by Plume. Easton is under it, but the goalkeeper's got it. Bailey. Seized on by King. Offside. There's Easton caught just level with the last man in the Stafford defence. Aston's free kick pushed on by Chapman. Williams to Bailey, and out there to Cullerton. 4 men in the middle. Cross is too close to McClellan, but only just. McClellan had to come a long way. Back header by Machin was not quite what he intended, but Aston neatly tidying up. Foul. Easton. Barnet not able to mount their attacks quickly enough to unsettle this Stafford defence. And ball has been given. It's a free kick to Barnet. Bailey just controlling it with his upper arm. Jones. Williams. Beaten by Lai. Now Ward to Flat, and Ward again. Plume won't make that. Cullerton. Clayton. Lai's header into space for Powell. Sargent a long foot. And a foul given for that challenge on Powell. But I think Powell contributed to it a bit. So Jerry Ward will take the free kick. Powell back on his feet. Ward's little chip straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Cullerton. Chadwick. Chapman. No relation to Roy Chapman, the manager. Now Powell, given the ball by Ward with some space in which to operate. And he's left it too late to go outside. Machin's clearance. Powell had room there to use the width of this pitch. Lai. Stafford moving out to catch the Barnet forwards offside. King's header, giving it away to Cullerton, and Flatt doing a bit of tackling back. Bloom to King, left it too long. Sargent is a real little terrier in there. This is better by Barnet. Powell, King wanting it back, and when it came he was flat-footed. Now Embry, and again Stafford streaming out to catch them offside, and it's Jimmy Lai, the fullback, they've caught. Tried to take the kick quickly and took it from the wrong place. Astor. Powell seeing a lot of the ball. Jenkins. Flat to Ward. Good ball this time, out to Plume. Eason is in the middle, the only Barnet forward in the area. They don't get men forward quickly enough. Can Eason do it on his own? Very nearly did, my word, Alexic made a good save then. Very fine save indeed by Alexic. Two-handed catch. Header by Clayton, now by Sargent. Flatt rather tamely letting that run off his thigh to Cullerton. Jenkins. Stafford's ball. To Bailey. Barnet have been winning the ball a bit more lately. We haven't seen so much of Bailey and Williams in this last 10 or 15 minutes. Plume. King. Did well to wriggle out of that. Lai moving forward very astutely there and getting a good pass, but not finding a very good shot. Jimmy Lai, the club skipper, never quite made the league side at Tottenham. Foul for a little push as the two men went up there, Cullerton and Jenkins. Foul obstructed by Clayton. Clayton is going to be booked for a gesture of dissent. So silly, so unnecessary. He didn't think it was a free kick. Hurled the ball down into the turf. And the interpretation that Mr. Partridge has put on that is dissent. So Ward to take the free kick, with four men up for Barnet. Pushing by Flatt to win the header, and so a free kick to Stafford. Well, 7 minutes to go to half-time. Williams to Cullerton, and Williams going on for the return. McClelland has come and hasn't got it, and he's fouled Williams. Subject of some slight dispute in the Barnet defence, that incident. It certainly didn't look particularly well organised when it really came to the crunch. Number 10 there is Bailey. McClelland organising the defence in front of him. It's got away to Plume. Easton has lost it out of play. The Stafford supporters wanting to pick their side up a bit. They haven't seen much of them in attack lately. Williams took that very calmly. Good header by Lai when it was needed. Aston forward. Ferry calling out McClelland. And that back header by Machin almost let in Easton. Chadwick looking for his goalkeeper and finding him well under pressure. Foul given against Embry on Bailey. Sargent. Bailey gave up, but I think he probably couldn't have caught it. Terry Bailey, former Port Vale player. And Ray Williams, the 41 goal man. He hasn't been given many chances, although he's looked a very difficult customer to handle. Chadwick forward to Williams. Played instantly for Bailey. And right across to Jones, who slips it through well to Williams. He almost got through there, but Embry stuck to him. He got in the left foot shot the second time. He really doesn't seem to mind which foot it comes on. Now we've sorted out where the throw is going to be. Clayton will take it. Lai. Plume. And Jenkins. Easton tackled late there. Jerry Ward, Lie out on the right here. Jones coming in to challenge him, but he plays the first time pass, and in comes Sargent, who's really been one of the stars in this first half. Nice little lob on, but too far ahead of Bailey. Ferry back to Jenkins. Cullerton. Williams, and he's away again, and now he's got a run on goal. This is dangerous. He was so close. Just give him the ball and a bit of green grass and he really motors. The crowd now coming to life again a bit. Williams. Jones, Chapman, brought down by Ward. Ilkeston's well-flighted free kick, but met by Ferry. Anyway, there'd been an infringement, so it's a free kick to Barnet. Flat trying to play it through for Easton, but only into the path of Chadwick. Cullerton's long ball for Williams. Haven't been all that many misplaced passes, and on the whole this game has been a credit to the teams who play outside the Football League. A lot of good midfield play. Sargent, Chapman, turning it astutely for Jones. Too high for Williams. King for Barnet. Sargent. Clayton finding Bailey. Williams retreating to the back of the box. Ferry's cool clearance to Powell. Flat beaten in the tackle. Aston to Jones. Stafford winding themselves up here just before half-time. Testing McClelland, but he's been equal to all those. Plume. Eason. Didn't quite find Platt, or was it handball? No, he's given it the other way for a little elbow. As though we might need the trainer for Stan Aston. Yes, Mr. Partridge says to bring him on. So Aston is okay again, and we'll start with this free kick. We're now a minute into injury time in this first half, and Mr. Partridge says a minute is enough, and so they go in at half-time level, a game that has largely been conducted in midfield, where Stafford Rangers certainly had the better of it for most of the opening spell of the half, with little Jimmy Sargent being particularly outstanding, forcing Barnet to pull men back into midfield, where Powell got through a lot of work for them. On the whole, though, pretty even, with Barnet coming back into it in the later stages. So it's Stafford Rangers in the black and white stripes who kick off. 45 minutes ahead, and if they're still level, the possibility of extra time after that. And it could yet turn into a test of the fittest. Barnet have played 60 competitive games already this season. Cullerton playing one through the middle for Bailey. Laid off for Chapman. And McClelland body right behind it all the way. Jones to Bailey. Williams in the middle. Gone for a corner. Well, that looked over the line to me. Flat, who's been tightly marked virtually every time he's received the ball. Bailey. Cleared by Lai. Now Chadwick, the Stafford skipper, to Cullerton. Williams. And that header by Ferry got the ball away, but the referee deciding that there were some dangerous players, the boot went up there, and it's a free kick to Barnet. Header by Aston, Plume for Barnet. Williams. Chapman. And the foul given, free kick to Barnet. And Gordon Ferry to take the free kick. Eason coming to meet it. Nobody in control yet. Chapman losing it eventually to Ward. Worked back to his goalkeeper by Machin. Ward's header. Jones can't keep it in, so it's a Barnet throw. Deep to King. Eason to Plume. King for Powell to chase, but Eason is there. Flat in the middle. Couldn't control it. It was a well-placed pass to him. Jenkins making space for himself. Williams coming back and dispossessing him unfairly. Williams plainly thought that he played the ball, but Mr. Partridge felt there was a bit of a body check in it. Jenkins free kick, and Alexic changes his mind, comes and goes back onto his line, but it didn't really make any material difference. Alexic now kicking with this fairly stiff breeze at his back. Jones. Bailey. Cleared by Embry. Flat's header. And that was a slightly casual pass by Sargent, didn't have enough weight. So Barnet throw in, the ball ran over the line. Both sides playing it at a fairly leisurely pace at the moment. It's well aware of the stories of players who've succumbed to cramp in the last 20 minutes on this pitch. And that was a good pass for Powell. And it looked as though he'd wasted it. He did well to sprint and get a corner. So Powell with the corner. Flat runs in, and that takes men out to make room for Ferry, but the whistle has gone for a foul. Big smile from Mr. Partridge. Ferry, knocked on by Ward. This is Sargent for Stafford. Aston. Jones. For Bailey with Ferry at his side. Well, to pull that one back. This is Williams. This time Ferry is forced to concede the corner. Jerry Jones will take it. Two men on the goal line, Williams and Bailey. McClelland comes out and makes a clean catch again, taking everything in the air. That was a very good throw too for Powell. Offside against Easton. Wasted a chance for a break there. There was a lot of empty space. If Easton could just have checked and Powell given him the lob, Barnet might have been in for something. Header by Sargent for Cullerton. Easton a good pass inside, but King taken in full stride. Ferry with the free kick. Made across for Lai. Flat jumping without a great deal of hope. And the free kick given for the challenge in the air. Powell, Easton, Powell running on strongly, flat there, trying to give it into his path, and flicked it just a fraction too hard. Very difficult ball to play. Jones, Williams keeping Embry guessing which way he'd go. Some good tackling back there by Lai. Jones, Bailey through the middle, Williams out on the wing. That's the ball for Williams, and it was a little too hard. He couldn't take it as it passed him. Sargent again. Tried to play it inside the defence for Williams to run round on, and again it was too hard. It was in fact Jones the winger. Ward, number 4 for Barnet, back on what to him is slightly familiar ground. Played here 21 years ago for England boys. This is Ward. Chadwick for Bailey. Ferry had the pass back to his goalkeeper, cut off, and he did very well there. Easton. Jenkins. Some gallant running by King, but it wasn't a good pass. Bailey. 2 men free out there. Williams trying to shield it for Jones' benefit. Embry coped with them both. Chapman. Again for Chapman, but Plume hacking it into touch. Stafford applying pressure, but without a great deal of conviction at the moment. Williams. Bailey. Cullerton calling for a deep one. Not deep enough to beat McClelland. Anyway, Cullerton was penalised for a foul either on the goalkeeper or possibly on Jenkins. Mr. Partridge picking up those incidents very quickly. Chadwick. Embry looking for McClelland. Chapman hooking it out for Jones. Lie there for Barnet to Powell. Interception by Machin. Header by Ward was not all it should have been. Arms flailing. Caught Chapman across the side of the head. And the free kick given to Stafford. Ferry didn't make the header, but Bailey won't catch it before it goes into touch. Powell to King. 4 men ahead of him. This is flat. Easton hunting through the middle. And he's onside. He's got 2 men square of him. Alexic so far just tested by one very good shot to which he responded superbly. Williams to Bailey, and now Cullet. Bailey again. Williams in the middle, Chapman with him too, Jones at the back of the box. Chapman hooking it back, headed away by Ferry. Powell looking for his goalkeeper. Aston's header. The 2 centre-halves in this game, Aston and Embry, have done very well in the air. King now for Barnet. Easton for Powell. And the ability to control the half chance in the box has really been Barnet's shortcoming. Chadwick, the Sergeant. Mr. Partridge spotting something there. Wins a free kick for Stafford. Bit of a needle going on between Plume and Sergeant. Cool down now. And that's a corner won by Cullerton. Jones coming across to take it. Terry Jones, who owns a ladies' hairdressing salon in Stoke. So 2 men on the line as the corner comes over, and McClellan coming out, forced to punch for once, but does that just as well as he catches. And Ward puts Powell away, with an acre of space ahead of him and a retreating defence. Easton was free on the left. Ward. Lie. Forward to Powell, who was offside. Two-thirds of this game gone then, and still 0-0. And Wembley, a place where many a game has been won and lost by a mistake. It'd be sad if either of these sides should lose on that basis. Now Williams. Still going. Good positioning by McClellan. Cullerton. Good play by Cullerton. Bailey available for the short pass. Chapman moving into the middle with Williams. This is Chapman. Sargent, Chapman again, flicking it up for Cullerton. Stafford just unable to put the final pass to round off several good approach moves. Powell, man who looks as though he might do something whenever he gets the ball. Flume. A very hopeful dive by Flatt. Terry Jones taking time to look and finds Williams. Bailey moving into the middle. And that's a pass for him that was well cut out by Jenkins. Jenkins did well there. Bailey was free behind him. Aston for Stafford. Embry winning the header but giving away the throw-in. Jones, Cullerton free deep at the back of the box, but Stafford haven't been able to work their move right across the penalty area to bring in the far winger as well as they did in the first half. Williams trying to tempt Embry into him, and he's got away with it too, brilliantly. Bailey left it too late, he wanted too much time to turn, but that was beautiful work by Williams. Chadwick, Chapman for Jones. Bit of urgency creeping into Stafford's game again. Jones running at lie, and the shot was half blocked, and it'll be cleared by Ferry. Again to play a free kick up onto the edge of that Barnet penalty area, and again it's Ferry who gets in with the header, and again it's Bailey who is penalised for fouling him as he went up, and so it's a free kick to Barnet. Ferry. Chapman beaten by Ward. Lie to King, and now to Ward. Chadwick setting Cullerton away for Stafford, and now Bailey. Williams and Chapman in the centre. Bailey controlling the chip, and McClellan forced to punch again. Chapman now to Williams, kicked away by Jenkins. It's only got as far as Jones. Williams waiting again in the middle. But Barnet have got it under control now. Alexic's ball comfortably. King. It was a very bad ball. Chadwick's header, Sargent getting in and getting up very quickly to take the return. Unlucky to hit Cullerton on the heels, but got the rebound he deserved. Well, that's testing Lie. Jones made a lot of ground, and now Williams in the middle. Come to Bailey for Williams, and he's got it! He only needed a sniff, deserved the goal has scored it. Ray Williams put Stafford Rangers 1-0 in front. 21 minutes of the second half gone. A very good goal indeed. Started by Cullerton, played right out wide to Jones, who did well to keep it in play. The cross finding the head of Bailey, and it really was only a glimpse of the ball that Williams needed to smack it past McClellan and put Stafford Rangers in front. This may force Barnet to throw more men forward, and we could now have a much better game, or certainly a more lively game. There's been a lot of stifling going on in midfield. That looked dangerously like handball. King to Plume. Plume with a chance to shoot, and well covered by Electric again. This is suddenly a different game of football. There was no appeal then from Barnet for handball, or certainly nothing serious, but it looked like it. Williams, Ward for Barnet. Eason. The goal has G'd up Barnet just as much as it has Stafford. Eason's cross has found Plume. Header wasn't really testing enough. Foul by Williams, backing into Ferry. Jenkins for Plume to run onto. McClelland deciding that he'll have it back in his area so he can kick from hand. Strength of the wind shown by the reduction in the length of McClelland's kicks in the second half. And Hare helping the long through ball for Bailey, but he fouled his man to win possession. Foul given against Aston. Ward will take this free kick for Barnet. With 4 forwards now lined across the edge of the 18-yard area. Flack going for this, and Electric making a very good catch. Coming body behind the ball. Very dangerous foot up there. It didn't really hurt Lai. And here's Powell away from a quickly taken free kick. And Barnet suffering again because their forwards don't break quickly enough in support of each other. Powell dragging that one across the face of the goal and nobody to capitalise. Headed by Cullerton for Bailey. Sargent inside him if he wants help. Played it down well for Williams. And this time Embry is too smart for him. King and Jenkins. Back again to King. Good calculated football by Barnet. Flat back to Jenkins again. Now there are a lot of passes and a lot of time which has allowed Stafford to organise at the back. Flat. There are always two men waiting whenever a Barnet forward goes through. Ferry. Barnet all creeping out, and they've caught them offside, only 5 yards inside the Stafford half. Stafford have worked this ploy quite well, but they're very vulnerable when they play it that far forward to a little lob into space. Barnet so far haven't been able to exploit it, although you might have felt that Powell was the sort of player to use it. Back on his feet again. Play restarts with a free kick to Stafford. Cullerton for Bailey. Cullerton to take the throw in. Williams. Jenkins. And losing it to Cullerton. Cross to Bailey. Cullerton in again! The initial mistake was made by the Barnet defence when they gave the ball back to Cullerton, but when he played it to Bailey, Bailey shielded it so craftily that when Cullerton came in for the return, McClellan can hardly have seen him or the ball coming. 2-0 now, and the game very securely in Stafford's grasp with 17 minutes to go. Embry. Lie. The people who made the long journey feeling it worthwhile, a few Barnet spies in among them, but basically that's the Stafford end. And now there's a man down, coming slowly to his feet. Bailey. What an unselfish player this is. Worked so hard for his colleagues. Jones. And that's dangerous. In from Williams. Williams' second goal. And he's hurt. And there's also a Barnet player down injured who I think might be Ferry. But the game now absolutely sewn up. The cross coming over from the move started by Bailey, out to Jones. Jones's cross banged into the net by Williams, who's now down needing some treatment. But what that goal does is equals a 45-year-old scoring record for Stafford Rangers. One more here would really be quite something for this man, who has scored hat-tricks in the semi-final and in the quarter-final. The two-goal hero of Stafford limping back into action. This is though he took a knock on the back of his leg. Chadwick presumably trying to persuade him to go off if he wants to, but having got 2 goals, he certainly won't want to go home now. They'll need to wheel him off on a barrow. It looks as though we might be seeing a substitution for Barnet. Peter Barlow is stripped off on the far side, and Tommy Coleman, the manager, is having a word with him, wants to be absolutely sure. Ferry still not back on the field. Coleman indicating how many minutes left. Ferry looks as though his cup final has come to an end. Substitute still sitting on the bench. So it's Barnet 3-0 down and playing 10 men against 11. Ray Williams, socks round his ankles, is through the middle as Jones sets off again. And Williams flagged for offside. And it looks as though Williams might be a bit pushed to finish this game. Limping fairly heavily. Already made a considerable name for himself. Apart from anything else, has become the first man to score 2 goals in one of these FA Trophy finals. Cullerton. Jones with Clayton outside him. Williams still on one leg of danger. He just doesn't want to come off, but he's only half a player at the moment. Jones and Lai together, Ward coming in. Jones a bit late with the tackle, and the Barnet substitute has got back into his tracksuit top. Oh no, it's Ferry who's sat down in his top, and in fact the substitute is on. Peter Barlow has now come on. Williams, I don't think, will have the pace for that. It's as though he's in agony every time he puts that foot on the ground. And Barlow seems to be playing wide out on the left for Barnet. It's not Barlow, sorry, it's Lou Adams. Lou Adams, the substitute, on for Barnet. A score of 25 goals, but if they're looking for a striker, they've maybe left it a bit late. Just over 10 minutes to go. Barnet with Lou Adams, their substitute, on for Ferry. Aston in calm control there. Cullerton. Jones. Bailey. Lai going out to challenge him. Only Williams limping through the middle. And that wrestling match awarded in favour of Lai. This is Cullerton. Williams, and he's good enough to win a corner, and Embry now has gone down clutching his leg. The tension of the occasion and the determined efforts of a cup final at Wembley taking its toll again. A familiar scene in the last minutes of matches here. Williams with his socks round his ankles, limping. but unquestionably the hero of this game. But how well his teammates have played around him. Bailey there in the middle. Embry now back on his feet and back in action. The corner from Cullerton. McClelland's catch. Powell. Powell has made a lot of ground. He's got Easton in the middle, but he couldn't make the centre. And it's going to be a goal kick, although the Barnet fans thought they might have had a corner. Powell had a long run for nothing. So 8 minutes to go. Barnet 3-0 down. Their substitute Lou Adams on, having taken over from Gordon Ferry. Bailey to Williams. Chapman going through the middle. And he's got in there. And it's just gone past. McClelland caught off his line. Chapman and Ward challenging for the ball together, and it almost spun into an empty net. Aston beaten in the air on a very rare occasion, and in fact he was fouled. And a bit of an air about this game now of it being all over by the celebrations, although there are 7 minutes still remaining. Bailey. Machin to Jones. Bailey. Good work by Plume. Plume, who's dropped into the back four to replace Ferry. Given away. Chapman. Bailey is onside. Jones. Williams, the willing workhorse, calling for a cross. McClelland nipping out smartly to save the corner. Aston. Clayton. Chapman. Oh, beautiful play by Chapman. The shot blocked by Plume. Cullerton. Stafford Rangers prepared to show us now just how good a side they are. They're lying second at the moment in the Northern Premier League, with games in hand over Boston United. This could be a great season for them. A remarkable achievement by a club which 6 years ago, when England were winning the World Cup on this pitch, Stafford Rangers were on the verge of bankruptcy, playing in the Cheshire League and struggling. Flat cross for Alexic. Williams. Bailey. And Bailey is away. Jenkins struggling to get back with him and succeeding, but not clearing the ball cleanly. Cullerton. For Chapman. And now for Sargent with a shot on here. He let it run too far away from him. He was seeing the ball in the back of the net before he hit it. Foul for Barnet. Flat. Everybody streaming forward for Barnet now. This is Lye, their skipper, trying to show his forwards the way. Chapman to Bailey. Sargent. Plume. Linesman's flag lifted. Referee overruling him. And so this is Jones. It's Williams, in fact. Jones was in the middle, but Williams has lost it over the line for a goal kick. Good interception by Machin. King for Barnet to Adams. Eason. Ward. Intercepted by Clayton. And Williams is offside. Probably feels a lot better than he looks. Stafford free kick, and the Stafford supporters have decided that this one now is all over, beginning to make their way down by the side of the steps to be ready to applaud their heroes as they come down with their medals. It was Machin's high ball, Embry is under it. And ball by Powell. Clayton's free kick, Clune behind it. Williams, Chapman. Really taunting Barnet now. Jones the little chip. Ward heads it away. Powell, who still seems full of running, and he's covered a lot of this pitch. Chadwick for Stafford to Cullerton. Adams. Adams really wasting it with Flack waiting out on the right touchline. Feel for offside against Williams, but I don't think now that he's got the speed to get himself offside. Still got the ball though, and that really was insult to injury, or injury to insult, I'm not sure which. Fly regretting it the minute he'd done it. Williams drags himself back into the fray. Half a minute plus injury time left. Stafford Rangers are going to take the FA Trophy back to the Midlands, where it went with Telford last year. Something of a salutary experience this for the Southern League, which likes to think of itself as the most powerful league outside the Football League in this country, and hasn't yet provided a winner for this competition. So Jones with the corner. And this could be number 4, no, the whistle had gone. Bailey was hunting there. We're now 20 seconds into injury time. Jenkins. Adams. Out to Eason. Adams has gone into space over on the far side. So is Flatt. Back to Ward. And Stafford hold out. And a kick on the head there for Chapman. Crowd now trying to jolly along Mr. Partridge to blow his final whistle. And they've done the trick. It's all over. Stafford Rangers have become the third winners of the FA Trophy, and Ray Williams, who has equalled their club scoring record with his 2 goals here today. Cullerton the third, number 7 there in the black and white stripes. Stafford Rangers have beaten Barnet and beaten them deservedly by 3 goals to 0. The trophy, nearly 30 inches tall and weighing more than 11 pounds, has been in the FA's possession since 1905, worth £750. It's a tired walk for So it's Graham Chadwick, who made his debut in First Division football for Manchester City against Manchester United. Probably never thought he'd see a day like this. Leading his team up now to take the FA Trophy from Sir Stanley Rice, the president of FIFA. And then he'll take it along to show it to the Stafford supporters. A fine leader of a very good side. Cullerton, the scorer of the second goal, taking the base of the trophy. Stan Aston there, number 5, just going out of the picture. Alexic, who made 2 splendid saves when they really mattered. Jones, who played some very useful crosses from deep. And the 2-goal hero, Ray Williams. A special word for him from Sir Stanley. Little Jimmy Sargent, who did so well in the first half when Stafford needed to win the ball. And Barnet, who made their contribution to a very good game of football, held their own for more than an hour, led by their skipper Jimmy Lai. Powell, who did so much running and had nothing to show for it at the end. 6 is King, and 4 Jerry Ward, back at Wembley after 21 years. Jack McClellan, the goalkeeper, who looked so good in the air for so long. Embry, who held Williams for so long, and in the end saw 2 go past him.